Hey there, person watching. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Divine Femme Tarot 888. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's nice to see you. So tonight, I thought I would do a 3-card spread. We're going to do the past, the present, and the future, kind of see what's going on. I'll go ahead and clarify the cards, and we'll go from there. So spirit guides and angels, please shield me, cover me, and protect me throughout this reading and beyond. Divine, give me clear and accurate messages for the person watching. Thank you so much to my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so the next time I drop a video, you will be notified. Also, just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And thank you so much to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you, sending you all love and light. Thank you for all the comments, the likes, the shares, and of course, just your energy. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. So let's see what's going on. We're going to check out your past, present, and future. Like I said, I'll do a 3-card spread first, and then we'll go from there, move on from there. Okay. What's going on with my person watching's past? Okay. Gosh, we got 3 cards again. This is only supposed to be a 3-card spread. Maybe they didn't get the memo. Okay, let's see what's up with the future, or the present, actually. My bad. Let's see what's up with the future. Oh, wow. Did you see that? Wild. Okay. So, for the first set, which really should only be 1 card, I have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, right? I have the Temperance upright, and I have the 3 of Wands upright. So I feel like at one point in time, you know, in the past, you were waiting for your, for your ships to come in. You were waiting for maybe people, places, or things to show up. You were waiting for opportunities. You were really passionate about something, and you felt like it gave you a lot of balance in your life. It gave you, put things into perspective for you. I feel like that eventually they did come in, but unfortunately something happened to where you lost money, or you lost your grounding behind this, behind whatever you were focused on in the past. Again, could be love, not again, but it could be love, money, or family, past, present, or future. But we're doing past, present, and future. So take that as it is. But anyway, yeah, I feel like something, again, you were working really hard on. You were expecting to close contracts. You felt really stable within that situation, but you did lose a lot of money from that. And that goes on to the present right here, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, right? Again, a very strong card, being a queen, of course, pentacles being money, but it's in the reverse, right? So I feel like you did lose some money. Maybe you made a bad business decision. You could have lost a house. You could have lost a car. You could have lost your stability. You could have even lost a relationship, possibly. And in the future, it looks like you're coming out of this, 9 of Swords, right? This is sulking and being sad and crying and up all night and, wondering why people lied to you, wondering why people mistreated you, wondering why the deals fell through. So, this is some pretty heavy energy. Let's go ahead and clarify. Let's clarify this 3 of Wands. What is the 3 of Wands for the person watching, for their past? Again, look at all these cards, you guys. What is going on? This is so many cards that have come out. This is a lot. This is a lot. Well, I feel like you poured your heart and soul into this, right? I feel like, again, you were really passionate about whatever you were doing. You poured a lot of time, effort, emotion. You almost birthed an idea, right? And again, you were very, very passionate about it. On the relationship side or the contract side, something broke up. Something didn't come to fruition. Again, I feel like a lot of money was lost. I feel like there were contracts that didn't go right. I feel like, maybe you had a business partner that screwed the situation over. You could have even met them in church. They could have possibly even been a clergy member. But you walked away from it, right? You walked away from all this fighting and this chaos, because I feel like it put you in a position with this King of Wands in the reverse, very chaotic. It was just too much for you to handle, right? Too many phone calls, too many explanations, too many people coming after you for things that I don't even think you really knew what was going on, especially in the past. And again, instead of moving slowly, this all moved very, very fast. And it was like one day you thought everything was cool, and the next day it just went to hell in a handbasket. And you were like, oh my God, what's happening, right? Let's see. What's up with this Queen of Pentacles? in the reverse. What's up with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse? Spirit guides and angels, please, I just want like 1 or 2 cards at a time, guys. Don't throw out a bunch, please. Thank you. Now you're holding on to your money, right? Now you're not moving. You've been thinking about money. You've been learning how to manage your money. You've learned a lot of lessons from this. I feel like there was a lot of heartbreak and sorrow, though. Again, this was like your baby. This was a business, or even it could have even been a relationship that you tried to cultivate with somebody that you may have found out a bunch of stuff about this person, and they could have ripped you off. They could have taken your money, but you're holding on to your money now. You've got your feet on your money. You've got your hands around your money. You're thinking about money all the time. So again, this is a money situation. And on the love end, again, it could have been, you know, waiting for someone to propose to you, waiting for someone to, or waiting to ask someone to marry you, you know, trying to hit certain, what are they called? I have roadblocks in my head, but it's not roadblocks. Certain milestones within a relationship before you move forward. And you did pour all this into this one person, or possibly a couple people, and it got blown out of the water. Like something happened. You may have found out something. Somebody could have been cheating on you. Contracts were broken though. And again, you were sick of fighting about it. You just kind of gave up about it. And you could have lost a lot of money in that relationship. Absolutely. Absolutely could have. But now I feel like you've learned that lesson, which is great. What's the 4 of Pentacles? Let's clarify the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, the person or this business, I'm going to go with the love reading at this point. But the person I feel like that you could have been in this contract with, right, or in this relationship with, is still trying to keep you, you know, bound in this negative energy, right? Doesn't want to get you out of calmer waters, wants to still fight with you, wants to still contact you. And I feel like you kind of feel like that's weird. Like, cause in the future, you're moving on from this. You're letting this go, right? You made the decision to cut ties with either the business partner or the lover. And you're like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And especially with the Hierophant, was it the Hierophant? Wait a minute, hold on. Yes, with the Hierophant in reverse, that's what's leaning me more toward a love relationship. But again, it could have been any kind of contract, any kind of deep, you know, contract that you had with somebody. Like even a friendship that you had a business with somebody, right? What's up with this 9 of Swords in the reverse? Yeah, look. You were unable to manifest anything with this person, right? It was too chaotic. It was too crazy. You never really knew what was going on. And I feel like you got blindsided, and you finally realized that this person's not going to work with me, right? They're not going to help me. They're not going to pour into me. They're not going to alleviate my stress. They're just going to cause me more stress. And that's ultimately what caused you to walk away, I feel like. Let's see. What's this Magician in the reverse? Yeah, this is kind of wild. Again, it could go either way. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This could be a business situation or a love situation. But that Hierophant, yeah, now look, we had the Queen of Cups upright, right? And we have the King of Cups in reverse, right? This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but this person is devastated. They are absolutely devastated. Can't eat, can't sleep, don't know what to do, trying to contact you. Again, trying to keep you in this toxic energy, you know, just really spiraling out of control, like seriously losing it. Seriously losing it. So what's the outcome for all of this? Okay. Oh my God, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, if it's a business situation that you're resonating with, the money is gone, unfortunately. If it's a relationship you're dealing with, the relationship is also gone. You really thought that this business was going to take off and flourish, and or you really thought that this relationship was going to be your one and only. And unfortunately, I think too much stuff has happened in between and in the meantime. And it's just thrown everything out of sync. Yeah, stuck in a tower, sneaky behavior, and you're okay. So there's someone stuck in a tower still. Remember, the person that I'm talking about that, you know, is still trying to bring in this negative energy and keep you fighting, because they're still being sneaky. They're not being honest with you about everything that's happened. But you've come up out of this 10 of Swords. They completely screwed you over though, right? They lied, they stole, they manipulated, they were cunning, they were not nice to you at all. And you've come out of this. You've also come out of this 8 of Swords. There's a lot of swords here too. That's a lot, you guys. That's 18 swords in these 2 cards. You could be dealing with an air sign. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, right? Look at those 2 cards. That is just crazy, detrimental, all bad. But the good news is it's in reverse, right? Again, you come up out of this. Along with this 9 of Swords. Like, oh my gosh, geez. This is a lot of swords, like 27 swords. You guys, that's a lot of swords. Look at that. That's a lot of swords. You've really been stabbed in the back by this person, like seriously. And you just had it. You're done. It's all. But guess what? You're about to get some big money, person watching, right? So walking away from this business partnership and or walking away from this relationship that you had serves you well. You did the right thing by doing that because you have worked hard. You have worked absolutely hard, and you've not dwelled. You've not dwelled about the past. And I kind of messed this up in my last reading. So you're not dwelling anymore, right? At one time, I feel like you were over here, but I feel like you've moved over to here. And or the person that you're dealing with is still dwelling on all of these cards, these, you know, spilled over cups, what they completely screwed up. But you have these opportunities over here. And I feel like you're not in this energy anymore, especially with all three of these cards in reverse. This is wild. I don't even think I've ever seen this in a reading. Look at that. That's crazy. But in a way, it's crazy amazing, right? Because you got over it. You got over it. You accepted it for what it was. You realized it wasn't cool anymore. Cut your ties and let it go. And that's pretty amazing. Yeah, you're going to have new friendships. You're going to have new business partner relationships. Everything's going to work out for you, person watching. There are going to be a lot of good people that are going to come into your life, and they're going to, you know, be completely different than whoever you've been dealing with. And that's the truth. That's absolutely the truth, right? You're going to get honesty now, right? People are going to be honest with you. They're going to talk things out with you. The communication is going to be open. It's going to be fantastic, and it's going to be flowing all the time. And you're going to get out of this, you know, Ace of Wands in reverse, this chaotic energy. You're just leaving that all behind, and you will enter into a new contract. You absolutely will. You'll absolutely enter into a new contract, whether it's marriage or whether it's business, and things will work out the way that it's supposed to. So I'm going to leave this here. That was a little wild. A lot of cards came out, kind of flipped in the middle of the reading, but hey, that's tarot. You know, tarot does that. You never know what you're going to pull. You never know what's going to flip. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me through the reading. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Hit the notification bell so the next time I drop a video, you're notified. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good night, person watching. Bye.